she moved in with him.
You told me that you had nothing to do with the bail. You said it was between him and your son.
Yes, sir.
Then you went back on it and said that the bail was in your name. And it was in your name because you got, please, that's enough. You're going to talk over me? Your case is dismissed. I'm convinced based on what I've seen. I'm going to grant your judgment, sir. She shows me evidence from a friend where she attempted to repay you something that she said she never had anything to do with. Therefore, you've contradicted yourself, so I'll grant you your judgment, sir. $1,383. Yours is dismissed. Don't believe anything you said. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. There we go. There we go.
Plaintiff Kelly Polis says the defendant is her neighbor, and she totaled Kelly's parked car when she was driving drunk. Kelly claims the defendant thought the accident was funny until she was arrested, and Kelly's suing her for the value of the car. Defendant Serena Eben admits she was drunk when she crashed into Kelly's car, but insists her vehicle was not totaled. Serena claims she offered to have Kelly's car fixed, but she never took her up on the offer. Serena's countersuing for lost wages.
Start with you.
January 26th of this year, I was sitting in my living room watching some late-night television, and I heard a loud crash come from the front of my apartment building. Threw on my jacket, I ran out there to see what was going on, and realized that the defendant had crashed into my parked vehicle. I went around the side to open her door to make sure she was okay, and she looked up at me and she smiled and she goes, "Whose car did I hit?" That was when I told her that
she happy or something?
She thought the whole thing was funny.
Her car didn't suffer any damage?
Yes, it did. Actually,
I didn't think it was funny at all.
She was laughing. Anyways, no, her car had suffered damage, of course. Her front tire had been snapped off. When I opened the door, yeah, she was drunk. I could tell from the moment that I opened the door that she had been drinking.
No, nothing matters when you're drunk.
So,
were you drunk, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay, at that point when I opened the door and we recognized each other because we're neighbors, and she begged me not to call the police. She didn't want the police called on us at all.
Your Honor, I called the police. It's on my cell phone. I'm the one that called the police.
Oh, right.
That's not true.
Called the police and said what?
That I hit her car.
And?
And that I was driving the car.
That was after the apartment manager
came
home and said
drunk
he had
and I
already
just rammed the car while under the influence of alcohol. Come lock me up.
I just called the police to tell there was an accident.
And yeah, you were drunk for real. Under the influence, wrecked somebody's car and you volunteered to call the police. Either you're drunk or you're a great citizen. Go ahead.
We were waiting for the cops and she kept promising me that I didn't have to worry about this. Her taxes were coming, her dad's a mechanic, and that we're going to get this fixed. After that, the police arrived. They gave her a field sobriety test that she failed miserably. She was stumbling. She couldn't get through the movements. She was still kind of giggling and laughing when they handcuffed her and arrested her, which kind of, was frustrating to me because she just totaled my car and hers.
Total.
And, and she was laughing.
Yeah, pictures there. Is that
I
what she has?
certainly do, Your Honor.
Her car is not totaled, Your Honor.
Are you suing her because she has refused to consider paying for it?
I waited. She, after her promise that everything was going to be okay and I didn't have to worry. Yeah,
obviously,
that's what the car is supposed to look like, yes.
Your car?
Yeah.
This is what it looked like after the accident.
And the reason the car...
I'm with her. It doesn't look total.
Well, no, it's considered total because the estimate to repair is more than the Blue Book value. So that's why they call it totaled.
Yep.
And I do have estimates and Kelly Blue Book if you'd like to see that.
Yeah, you're right. It could have exploded, man. Wouldn't have been funny then.
Yeah, it was very fortunate that nobody was in the car.
What do you want to show me, an estimate?
I have the Kelly Blue Book value that's highlighted.
I mean, what did she discuss? I'm just curious. What was the discussion afterwards? When she sobered up, whatever?
She never contacted me after she sobered up. I went down to her apartment. We only lived 2 buildings down. We're not that far away from each other.
What happened?
I went down to knock on her patio door window, and she's either dodging me or wasn't there.
She never came, Your Honor.
Never spoke with her?
I haven't spoken with her. She never contacted me either.
That's a good show. You think it'll be
that day, I have
you don't even know if she was charged with a crime?
I'm unaware if she was charged with a crime.
What do you want to say, ma'am?
Your Honor, I believe that she is suing me because she doesn't have a job, and I don't think she has a job.
I do have a job. I work. I'm laid off right now.
Okay, so she doesn't have a job, and she needs money. I also have an estimate here. It's $1,500.
See your face.
I offered
Have her estimate.
to take care of it because she'd be driving her car right now. She took me up on my offer.
If she had ever contacted me
You offered to
afterwards,
do what?
I offered to have her car fixed
When?
that night, and I didn't see her again because I didn't know,
What did you say exactly?
she's a weird person, and I didn't.
What did you say exactly?
I said, my dad will fix your car, I will pay for it, it will be fixed.
You remember saying all of
Yes, I
that
do.
while you were sloppy drunk and being arrested.
Yes, I do.
All right, were you charged?
I have an OWI yet.
Don't go away. More of Judge Mathis is coming up.
Today on Fox at 5.